let's try that again, because my mic kind of fell apart and I sounded depressed anyway. I'm doing the Dollhouse build challenge that was inspired by Smart Milk on Tumblr. I'll link them in the description, but if you're here, you probably already have seen that person's Tumblr anyway, and everyone else's speed build of this this thing, but I wanted to join in, and I'm late, but I wanted to do it too, because it looked really cute, and some of my friends on Instagram have done it, so I'm doing it too, okay? I don't know, I'm justifying this. There are people downstairs. Someone brought guests over at 1 AM for some reason, and so they can probably hear me talking to myself. But it's too late to turn back now. I'm actually, it might not be audible, but I am trying very hard not to sound sad. I'm not or anything, but I mean, in most of my videos, I'm trying to be quiet, and for some reason that makes me sound like Eeyore or something. I'm like, hey guys, me again, wish I was dead. The whole death joke thing doesn't help. But no, I'm fine, kind of, most of the time. Some of the time. I'm alive, anyway. So there's that. Anyways, so I wasn't totally sure what to do at first. I'm never sure what to do, ever, actually. But initially I was actually going to do a small laundrettes. We call them laundrettes here, but in America I believe you call them laundromats. I say you as if everyone watching this is from America. I talk to a lot of Americans, I don't know. But yes, it's one of those, the washing machine places. But I ended up doing this sort of, I instead had like this little image in mind of a cute beigey and light blue beach house. It's a very small house and it doesn't include every room, like I don't do a bathroom or anything, but I knew I wanted to do 2 levels on this, just to be a bit extra. No, I'm kidding, I didn't come up with that. Other people have already done 2 levels of this. At first I thought I was being quirky and original, but then I looked up TS4 Dollhouse challenge and people have already done it. So, you know, I'm never original. But I do like this. I tried to keep it in this perspective for as long as I could, but eventually I was like, why am I doing this? I only need it in this perspective for the screenshot. So I soon give up. There we go, gave up. But yeah, so the colour theme, oh god, I can't speak. The colour theme, there we go, for this is beigey and light blue. Currently there is no blue, but there will be soon. But this build includes a kitchen, clearly, a small living room and a bedroom. No bathroom, but there's bushes nearby, or you can go in the sea, you know. Maybe not at night time. I wouldn't recommend wandering into the ocean at night to pee. That could go poorly for you. Those open windows with the little doors on come from the Jungle Adventure pack, but when I first saw them I actually initially thought of beach houses and like sort of stucco homes, like Spanish villas and stuff, because a lot of the windows on older Mediterranean homes have the little windows that open. Then again, I guess Salvadorada is based on countries like that, like Morocco, maybe. So yeah, actually, you know, it all adds up. But anyway, I don't know, I think those windows fit well for beach houses. I can just always picture, like, a lady opening this creaky little door on the window and putting a pie there to rest and cool down. I don't know, it's a cute image in my head. I clutter it up quite a bit. Also, I really hope we get more radiators, or heaters, whatever you call them, with future packs, because currently the only ones we have are from the Vampire pack, and I really like them, but they are quite old looking ones. I say they look old. The radiators in my house look pretty much like that, but just longer. But yeah, I want more radiators. They just add something to the build, another little bit of realism. I just also wish I start saying I wish, but I also wish, but no. I do wish they would like warm Sims up. I know we have the thermostat for that, but I do also just wish that radiators would also give them a warmed up moodlet. Maybe if they live in a cheap apartment in San Myshuno, their radiators can end up leaking. and maybe your Sims will have to bleed them sometimes. Maybe that's going into too much depth, but we've had to do that. It's always fun. Sorry, I thought someone was upstairs. I'm insecure, leave me alone. The house I grew up in, once we had this really massive leak in nearly everything. Like, the radiators were all leaking, and it left a really gross stain on the floor because we had these green carpets, which were ugly anyway. But we weren't allowed to take them off because it was owned by the council, so lucky us. And also we were sitting downstairs when the leak started happening, and the first leak actually came through the light on the ceiling. I don't know what it wasn't actually the light, but somehow it came through there, I guess because there was an opening in the ceiling for the light there. And then water just started pouring through every light crevice in the ceiling, so that was a bit frightening. It took 2 days to fix, so I had to stay at my grand's. But yeah, that was a bit spooky when that happened. Still don't know why it happened. For some reason people told me not to ask. I don't know, that's a bit weird, but there we go. Kids aren't allowed to know things, apparently, about why the house is suddenly flooding itself. Anyway, let's talk about the actual speed build. Is it even a build? I only built like 4 walls. And they're not even joined walls. But the colour theme has come together quite a bit now. Actually, you know, I spoke about the pie in the window thing in my imagination. Yeah, we're kind of going to do that now. I stick that cute laundry day side table there, and then I grab one of those like cake stands and put that on it, so people looking in the window can see them. Well, not really, it's a bit too short, but you know, that's what I was trying to picture. And yeah, I wanted to do a second level. I just thought it'd be cute, like a little loft bedroom that overlooked the downstairs. I imagine, well, based on the fact that I only made 1 bedroom, only 1 sim lives here, but in my screenshot I actually put 2 sims in, purely because I created these 2 artsy roommate sims and I just found them both really cute and wanted to use them in something that other people could see. But probably only 1 sim lives here because, you know, it's pretty small. I find it pretty cute. I kind of want to turn it into an actual small house build, so I might, but we will see. I don't know. But if you want to download it, I will upload it as the Dollhouse thing. So, I don't know, if you wanted to get it, you can do that. My gallery ID is blossombombs, but that is also in the description below, as always. But yes, so I wanted to put those flower boxes on the windows outside so you could see them from inside. So I raised them up a bit. The outside is a little bit ugly. I might try to fix that before I upload it, because I was really focused on the inside and I didn't want to take too long making this because I really wanted to edit it and have it up tonight. Because my friends have done it on Instagram and I just wanted to join in and not be left out. No. Anyways. If any of you guys have done it, I'd like to see yours too. Like, if you have a Tumblr or whatever, you can link me. I'd really like to see yours, or if you haven't done it, you should. It's really fun, and it's really easy to edit. I will also link the tutorial, the original post I made, in my description. Like I said, if you're here, you've probably seen that already, but just in case, if you want to know how to do it. It is easy, I promise. I did use Photoshop to cut mine out, but there are probably free softwares that can also do that, like Paint Tool Sai or something. Yes. Yeah, I was trying so hard to figure out where to use the radiator, because eventually I just decided to do a plant wall, because I don't know, I have a headcanon that the person who lives here is really big on plants. I gave them a TV, but I don't actually picture them using it much, like maybe their parents gave them a TV to take with them, but they're actually really into the outdoors and they're constantly doing things, and they're kind of an overachiever, so they're not home too much, and when they are, they're normally working on something, maybe painting, or doing gardening related activities or cooking, but they don't actually sit down and watch TV a lot. My uncle actually doesn't own a TV. He used to, but even back then he never watched it. He just says he'd rather spend his time doing other things, which, fair enough. I mean, I don't actually watch TV either, technically, but I watch tons of anime on my PC, so I feel like I can't say that I don't watch TV because I spend way too much time sinking hours into anime. Speaking of which, I am watching Mob Psycho Season 2 right now. If you haven't watched any Mob Psycho, I would recommend it. Even if you're not into anime, it's a really unique story. It was written / drawn by the guy who made One Punch Man, which is my favourite anime ever. On par with One Piece. I love them both a lot. But I don't know, Mob Psycho is really unique. Like, normally protagonists fall short and they're not as good as someone else. Like, they have a rivalry with someone and they don't live up to that person, and they have to try really hard to, you know, get up to that tier, that level. But in One Punch Man and Mob Psycho, the protagonist is already amazing at something, and it's just other people don't expect them to be, and it's like, it's weird, because when someone, you don't imagine a protagonist to already be amazing at something, because they have to struggle at other thing, you know, they need to struggle in order to reach a conclusion that you're satisfied with, but the protagonists of these two anime struggle in other ways, so I don't want to give it away, but you should watch it. They are very good anime. Yes. Anyway, I'm talking about anime. Should be talking about speed build. Don't really know what to say. I'm sorry. I'm bad at doing voiceovers. I should just play music. And is anyone even listening? I don't know. I don't know. Oh God, I need to like not sound this nervous. Bloody hell. How many times have I said I should have a counter? No, I shouldn't. It'll make me more insecure. But I did build this in Brindleton Bay. It is meant to be beachy. I like to imagine them looking out the kitchen windows and seeing the beach and like wandering down there. Maybe they have a small dog that they walk on the beach every day. That sounds idyllic, honestly. I really want to go live like in a coastal town, I think. I live in London, and honestly, every time I get off the underground, like, oh, I don't know, my chest feels awful. And like, this is low-key really gross and too much information, but when you blow your nose, all the soot from the underground, you know, shows itself. London is really polluted. It's not cute. But earlier I went to play D&D with some friends and my boyfriend Tom. He's been on here before. You already know him, I guess. Maybe, I don't know, if you're new, maybe not. It doesn't matter. Anyway, me and Tom ended up, I walked him to work. It was actually about a 40-minute walk in the end. We didn't think it would take that long, but whatever. And we walked along the Thames in this sort of secluded area that we'd never walked down before. It's near South Bank, not that you guys probably know that, but we walked along the river that goes through London. And we just saw tons of boats that mostly just stationary and all the lights are off. But there was this one bar/restaurant boat, and it had tons of fairy lights all over it. And lots of these cute old recycled sort of signs, and it was really adorable. I kind of want to go to it. No idea what it was called, but I don't know, it's just really cute. It was docked, and just, I don't know, there was lots of people on it as well, so there was just this faint chatter and clinking of glasses and these fairy lights dimly lighting it. I don't know. It's pretty cute. I was like, man, I want to build that in The Sims. And then my first thought wasn't, I want to go on that boat. It was, I want to build that, which is pretty sad. But hey, you know, I'm easily pleased. I don't need to go to restaurants. I can just build them. Yeah, that's probably unhealthy. But anyway, we're finishing off now. You don't need a tour. It's very small. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you build one of these, I'd like to see it, so let me know if you do. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye! As always, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, bye! Oh, sorry. Okay, there we go. I'll cut that out.